Morning, student. I've seen what the meaning of guidance and see the meaning of counseling, types of counseling, and what. Let's see in our session 5 the guidance techniques. By the end of this session, I'm expected to be able to define guidance techniques, to be able to explain guidance, to define guidance techniques, and describe characteristics of good guidance services. And identify quality of effective guidance counselors. Let's see definition of guidance techniques. We say guidance techniques help the individual to become increasingly competent in self-direction and self-help. It is a continuous process of service to individual. It is the assistance or help rendered by a more experienced person to a less experienced person to solve certain major problem. That's say educational, vocational, personal, and etc. etc. Um, Guidance techniques are designed to help one individual or group of individuals in making necessary adjustment to environment, whether that be health problem or outside it. To this definition of terms, let us understand the general concept of what we have said so far. In this case, for example, for a drug addict, for this drug addict are being cancelled and they are ready, they accepted that they want to leave the situation. And maybe to help them to adapt to the environment, it's said that they should live a certain kind of life, being training. That's why sometimes they are taken to sober house. Sober house, it's a vocational education center. They are teaching them how to live, how to cope with an environment to be normal. So I think this is the general concept of what actually we have been discussing, or we have seen to these definitions. But we're gonna see more as we go on. Let's see the guidance techniques. The following are the techniques for effective guidance. Uh, Positive verbal environment, positive reinforcement, using consequences, warning, effective praise, suggesting, persuading, redirecting, listening, ignoring, and encouraging. We say the following are the techniques for effective guidance: positive verbal environment, positive reinforcement, using consequences, warning, effective praise, suggesting, persuading, redirecting, listening, ignoring, and encouraging. Let's see the positive reinforcement. The positive reinforcement involves the additional of a reinforcing stimulus following a behavior that makes it more likely that the behavior will occur again in the future. When a favorable outcome, event, or reward occur after an action, that particular response or behavior will be strengthened. Positive verbal environment means establishing positive verbal environment, that is strategies for promoting social development through positive guidance. As social creatures, we all interact with each other in an environment that we create together through our communication. Positive, nurturing interactions over time lead to a more positive self-esteem to client. Negative verbal environment are ones in which clients feel unworthy, unlovable, insignificant, or incompetent because of what counselor say or do. Last can see to using consequences. A consequences is a result of something a person does. Letting client experience the natural or logical consequences of their action is one way uh, to teach responsibility. Natural consequences are inevitable, a result of a client's own actions. Warning. The act of warning would say in the start of being warned, he had warning of his illness, something that warns ourselves to warn especially and notice bulletin that alerts the public to an imminent hazard such as tornado, thunderstorm, or flood, and this is called warning. You know, and when we got to these natural consequences and whatever, when you try to catch the definition and the warning when you try to catch the definition, I think this are the most important guidance techniques in which you have mentioned at the start. We have effective praise. Effective praise can increase your client positive behaviors while decreasing negative behaviors. Effective praise also builds confidence and creates greater family harmony. For example, in this case, when someone did something and you see this is good, it's an improvement to where it came from, praise him or her. Recognize, give recognition. When you give recognition for it, you see now the client will start copying and see that achieving and create greater family harmony. And also, it's give him a confidence to stand with his or her life. So it is a four-step teaching process that is planned and purposeful. It is specific, genuine, and contingent on positive behavior. Persuading. Persuading is to make someone do or believe something by giving them a good reason to do it, or by taking to that person and making them believe it. Redirecting, to direct someone or something to a different place or by a different route. Example, if you direct your energy, resources, or ability, you begin doing something different or trying to achieve something different. Listening, it is giving one his attention to sound, example, speech, music, or natural sounds. Listening involves complex affective, cognitive, and behavioral process. Encouraging, the act of making something more appealing or more likely to happen, something that makes someone more determined, hopeful, or confident, something that makes someone more likely to do something. Ignoring, do not encourage inappropriate behavior. If not dangerous, avoid giving them attention and do not look directly at them. Ignoring is inappropriate if the behavior is harmful or damaging property. Tell the client what behavior you are ignoring and what behavior you desire. Let's see the characteristics of a good guidance services. I will say the following are characteristics of a good guidance services. Identifiable aids to assist individuals involved in achieving goals of treatment, provide for competent pharmaceutical personnel or other health workers, supported by functional preparation by pharmaceutical personnel in guidance services, based on the knowledge of the needs of the client and upon the competences of other health workers, service made available to clients, need the cooperation of family members and community, are more preventive than curative, founded on the concept of the totality of the individual, and should be evaluated constantly. It helps individuals to recognize and use these inner resources. It helps individuals to recognize and use these inner resources. Thus say to set goals, to make plans, to work out his own problem of development. Choice and problem points are distinctive concerns. Assistance to the individual in the process of development rather than direction of the development. Generalized and specialized service guidance is centered around the needs and aspirations of clients. Let's see quality of effective guidance counselor. What are the quality of effective guidance or counselors? Successful guidance counselor typically exhibit some or all of the following characteristics. detail-oriented, discreet and trustworthy. He is or she is a problem solver, compassionate, great manager of time, great communication skills in order to talk to patients and relatives, tolerant and understanding of the client's situation, motivational and enthusiastic for client success, believe in the ability of our clients to succeed. I would say motivational and enthusiastic for client success. So these are what the quality of effective guidance counseling. If, for example, if someone asks you a question to mention the quality of effective guidance counseling, and at your level, you should be able to downlist in this. I think we don't have much to do in the guidance techniques, because mostly guidance follows the counseling procedure. When we see the counseling techniques, then you get the bigger picture on what guidance follows. So, so time go deep into it and try to find what the first early challenges we're gonna meet in our platform there and solve the problem or solve the challenges. But let's see the key points. Key points. Technique for effective guidance are positive verbal environment, positive reinforcement, using consequences, warning, effective praise, suggesting, persuading, redirecting, listening, ignoring, and encouraging. And we said also characteristics of a good guidance service identifiable aids to assist the individual involved in achieving goals of treatment, providing competent pharmaceutical personnel or other workers, supported by functional preparation for pharmaceutical personnel and guidance services, based on the knowledge of the needs of the client and upon the competencies of other workers. Thank you for your time, student. Try to go through your notes, try to read that, and try to understand the concept. We're going to mark for our session 6, which will be the situation require counseling. But these are the guidance techniques after we have seen the counseling techniques. There are situations which require guidance, situations which require what? Counseling. So we're going to see as we jump to our section 6 and 7. We're going to see this. So thank you. God bless you.